Hey everybody, welcome to A1 RV. This is the sister store to Haylet RV. We are just down the street. This is where we do all the consignment sales. This is where we sell RVs on behalf of the owners rather than like a trade-in or something like that. And if you're a regular viewer, member of our Haylet Nation, this thing's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. That's gonna look awful familiar. This was here not too long ago. We actually sold it when it was brand new to the original owner. They never used it. They brought it back to us about a year later and said, you know, we just never got around to camping. Could you sell this thing for us? And it sold like lickety-split like that. The second owners used it 10 days, and then the lady of the house had to have like a hip replacement or something like that. And the kind of combination wet bath just wasn't working for her anymore. So they said, hey, you sold it to us. Can you sell it to the next folks and then help us find our next RV? We said, you betcha. And overall, this thing looks absolutely fantastic. Now, if you're not familiar with this camper here, that green skin and the Realtree graphics that you see on the outside, this was one of a limited edition run of these. There were only 200 of them ever made. We were only able to get our hands on 2 of them ever at Haylet RV. What's ironic is that's the 3rd time now we've touched this RV. Once down at Haylet's and twice now down at A1 RV. Convection microwave over here in this rear kitchen model. And I don't know if that was ever used. That looks just about brand new. That's a 2-way little fridge down there with a freezer pocket built right into it. And due to kind of the teardrop-ish kind of shape back here, you don't have like overhead cabinetry, but they did a good job giving you storage in other places. Especially down here below that countertop line, you can see they utilized all the space in there. And the plywood extension drawers, very nice touch. But that's Winnebago. Their construction, absolutely fantastic. You see the easy reach outlets on that rear wall too. That is something that, you know, hard to get good counter space like this and easy reach outlets in a small little kind of teardrop style trailer like this one. Flip it around the other direction, you see she's carpetless. Easy cleaning, little bugger. You know, the slide is above the floor, so there's no need for carpet. The window, you can see, has that privacy shade built into it, and the previous owners added that pull handle on that door. Now, I want to get you a look at the storage here, because this thing has a surprisingly good pantry. And like I said, it doesn't have overhead kitchen storage, but it's not like it's lacking. And you see over here some dresser drawer storage and a closet by the front bed. A dedicated closet is another thing these little campers are not well known for. Not like a centrally dedicated control panel, but all here. You know, it's all in one spot, easy and convenient. Couple things I want to point out though. You've got gas and electric water heater on this. A lot of little campers like this were gas only. Also down here, you've got a switch to turn on and off and open, well, and close, I suppose, the vent fan here in the bathroom. So if you have a window open sitting at the dinette, the slotted door that we have right here will always allow some air to kind of get pulled through. I like that little handy shower caddy back there. And again, this is what kind of unfortunately became the deal breaker for the previous owner, is this combination wet bath that we have right here with that little mini corner sink. With their new life instances, lifestyle, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever curveball got thrown at them, that combo bath there just wasn't really doing the trick for them. Now this bigger U-dinette, this is actually one of the biggest seating arrangements you're ever going to find in one of these little teardrop style campers. What is kind of cool though is that table's free floating. So if you want to get that out of there, you can use it like a picnic table. You could fold it down into a sleeper. You could just get it out of the way completely and use this like an interior lounge, which is kind of cool. The TV can pivot around, so if you want to watch it in bed, you want to watch it from the kitchen, from the dining, you could do anything you wanted right there. And you see that extra set of USB plugs up by the headboard. Well, I would say headboard, you know, against the wall. Remember, this is only 6.5 foot wide, so they have limited space that they could really operate with in here, but I think they used it pretty effectively. Another question I like to answer is, what can you do with it with the slide out closed? It is a little tricky because it does have that dinette that really jumps right out here at you, but if you see, you can swing your legs through there, or you could just step right over it. And if you had to, you could easily get yourself over here into the bathroom. The door actually opens right into the middle of that U-dinette. Now, if we get the door out of the way, Again, you got to kind of slip past one of those Dinette benches, but it's not like it's that hard. And if you had to, you could crawl onto bed. You frankly don't ever have to use the slide out in this camper, but you're definitely going to want to. Now, this was a little previous generation of Winnebago travel trailers, and that's not a knock against anything they're doing previously or now. I'm just saying it's a little bit different. This was before they were using Asdel, but they were also using a higher grade of fiberglass back during this period. When they changed their lamination plant, they actually had to go away from this gorgeous high gloss T60 like diesel pusher gel coat that we're looking at right there. You've got magnet holdbacks and slam latches for this cargo compartment, and just around the corner you see that little red switch. That's our battery disconnect, and it has done a good job because I was able to utilize that to open and close the slide, run all the lights just now. Doing fantastically. This thing is short, light, and it is narrow. This is only 6.5 foot wide. And that means that if you've got like a smaller truck or SUV, you're going to be able to see around it and deal with a lot less headwind. It's just going to be a more comfortable towing experience. Now, that being said, it is never the wrong idea to get towing extension mirrors. If that's something that you're interested in learning about or need to pick up a set, when you come collect your RV, let us know, and we'll get you matched up with the type that are going to be right for your vehicle. This does have what later became standard, the off-road package down there with the axle riser kit and those more aggressive style tires, giving us some extra ground clearance. And you can see the spare tire actually mounted underneath on the back here. Now, if you're noticing, it is just clean as a whistle. Which, how clean is a whistle, by the way? Does anyone have a clue where that phrase comes from? I don't know, certainly doesn't make sense to me. You see the original Haylett RV, W dot right there below the window? That alone makes this 37% more desirable in certain circles. And despite this being camouflage, I don't believe it's going to blend in at the campgrounds. And if you're ready to go camping, give us a call. I don't care if it's your first one or just your next one. If you need hitching or finance or any of that stuff, we do all of it. So give us a call. We do it all. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and have an A1 day, everyone.